we need to have a primal to contend with as well, as if the Empire needs an excuse to start rounding up beastmen again. You have slain many icons before, yes? Then please put it into this madness. I still can't believe that a primal's been summoned so close to the village. The idea our people could be taken as service thralls, it just doesn't bear to think about it. That's for Dola's fault. For Dola's. Ralphino has heard the story far too many times. I mean, yes! At the sound of sounding hopelessly naive, there may yet be a way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear I've been rather too willing to accept that we have no other recourse than to risk our lives, or rather, your life, thank you, to address these threats. Yet the primals we've faced this far have demonstrated a variety of temperaments and objectives. Ravana may delight in battle, but Ramu would sooner keep to the forest with his children. Ere we decide to challenge Shir Lakshmi, it seemed to be wise to learn more of her nature from those who summoned her into this world. If that is your will, then so be it. To the north you will find our village. Ciarfox shall unfold all. We shall leave at once. Manago, can you inform our comrades at the bridge of what had happened? Of course. Be safe, my friends. I'll send word to Conrad and the others. Take care and do not hesitate to send for help if you need it. What do you need? This is for an aetheryte? Yes. Oh, sorry, I've been distracted by the grumbling of my stomach. Thanks to the Garleans, we've been having trouble maintaining our food supplies. Custom dictates that any game brought back to the village must be distributed evenly among everyone, but there hasn't been much to go around lately. Without fear of harassment from the Garleans, we can finally begin hunting again, but there's still so much to do if we're going to replenish our supplies. Any chance you'll be willing to help? If you could bring back, say, 3 Telocresiuses, it would be great help. You'll find them in the north of here, but don't kill them as fresh as possible. Stuff them into bags without. Once you've worn them down enough, I know you're thinking. Bags much fight. No, you're thinking, but trust me, they'll fit. Stay safe out there. It's bigger than her stomach. Oh, okay. We have magic pockets. I mean, I really shouldn't say much with the shit that I have in my pocket. Bag of things, yes. The fuck? Okay. Okay. Okay, games. You have me. How I can fucking carry him back either. Well, then again, I carried all those dead bodies at the whatchamacallit, so I mean, I didn't really. I'll have an aether one for that one. like I haven't done any of the quest ones for this. Okay. I'm guessing there's some that are in Raggar's Reach that I haven't done either. We do not often receive guests. What's the purpose of your visits? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and we come seeking Sarisha of the Vara. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us to for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them, but we would first learn more about Shir Lakshmi, that we may better understand the nature of a threat she poses to you. A simple request, one which I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning was Shri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters blessed with her beauty. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. 'Twas the Quellan mother's desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection, which first called forth Shri Lakshmi from the aether. That being the case, I'd rather doubt the goddess would be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives will have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of a grieving mother who had just bore witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may also have harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, Quellana's conception of Shri Lakshmi may be quite different of that of the Vara. This is true. The Varla and Quellana do indeed regard Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Vira, Shri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She will not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will. So we stand with the resistance against the Empire and gave our lives for the cause. To the Quellana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through their craft. To shape crystals is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty in which each tribute is imbued with a fragment of soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, so the Quellana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself, and they summoned a primal. A fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see this won't do any good. Imperials will still rule these lands. Nothing will change. The Anatta will. The Quellana bade the Viara to make pilgrimage, to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake in their primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not while we're around, they won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Quellana. Will you help them see reason? I mean... You can count on us. I was gonna say... It's the last line of that. It's like, I might have to kill your god, but the adding the I'll still do it if I don't have to anyways. Without you, we may be powerless to solve them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sisters will guide you to the Dinjanana. Quant, I shall pray for the success. I swear I love their hair in this. It's so pretty. My sisters, you must icon later. Moments. I am Fajar, she who signs bright and unbroken. I stand ready, you command. 1 second, let me talk to them. I'm not sure why Alisaie is so eager to face the primal all of a sudden, but you won't hear me complaining. We need to go. I won't be late again, not like in Limsa. Oh. I am reminded of the tragedy we bore witness beneath Ogrimo, when poor Gabu cried out in despair and rage, and the Titan came forth in answer. He's ready to... You're ready? You look ready. Dish on quartz. You'll find the Qualianas, crystals, and Shilakshmi. Follow me. That is an interesting design. I just wanted to say. Concerns on Adventurer, I was as a favor. A recent stage tradesmen have been stealing prey from our hunting grounds. They appear to be Almegans, but they do not recognize us as allies. They refuse to listen when we explain they are trespassing. If they were to be seen another strider in our company, they may not so quick to fight and flee. They were last spotted east of here. Please go speak with them before anyone comes to harm. Go do that real quick, and also turn in the other one. This is for the Aether Currents. Cat. Vera Bowman, strapping leader. Hi. Too bad I just start attacking, right? You know, not saying anything. They're fine. Everybody's fine. Everyone's fine. I can heal them after this fight. Rhaegar's name is that thing. Please wait, if you just listen for a moment. Ah, keep that thing away from me! I fear they won't listen to anything I have to say. Would you go after him and explain his people are trespassing? I tend to my wounds. But I mean, there's 3 dead bodies around here. Oh, you thought it was perfect to run away to where the giant ant fucking lions are. Okay! You're trying to help that thing, weren't you? What do you want? They only want us to leave their hunting grounds, so they're not savage monsters looking to feast on our innards? I see. Sorry about before. It's not every day you see something like that where I come from. Me and my friends are from a small village in the peaks, you see, and from with the Garleans blocking all the ways in and out of the place, we've never traveled far. Now that they're mostly gone, we thought we'd have a look about and maybe scavenge a bit for food. We didn't mean no harm, honest. If it's all the same to you, we'll leave and go look for food somewhere far, far away from here. You're back. Do this thing bags thing? Yes. Better not to ask how a 10 tons dinosaur could fit in this sack. Wow, you really did it. Not that I didn't think you could, mind you. It's just been so long since anyone's had the guts to contend with those beasts. You can be sure we'll make good use of them. Their meat for rations is given, but their horns and bones will make good tools, and their hides can make belts and boots. Did you know that Terragosses aren't even native to these lands? The Garleans used them for carrying freights, but the Sods couldn't keep them under control. A few of them escaped to the wilds and started breeding, and here we are! Guess you could say it's a blessing in disguise. If they hadn't brought the Terragosses here, we'd have one less source of meat and materials for fashioning our tools. Soon I can teleport around. Northeast. We're about to have a primal fight. So let's say Archon fight, and I'm like, wrong game! So you have returned to Lyse? Men from the peaks? Interesting. We are concerned for the Imp tribe may have coerced them into stealing from our land. My sisters will be relieved to hear this. If these people are desperate enough to venture here for food, perhaps we can help them. A deal of some kind. A share of our food stores in exchange for materials for our gem crafting? Yes, that would be a fair trade. I need to discuss this with my sisters. The beginning of a fruitful partnership may be at hand. I remember this fight being beautiful. I don't remember anything else about it. East. Okay. I expect more resistance. Let's pray our luck holds. It'll be in our best interest to avoid any confrontation unless absolutely necessary. Why are we with Alisaie and Lyse then? The primal and the crystals are our primary objective. We should follow their lead and let them do any fighting for now. You'll need your strength when the time comes. I know, right? The path leads to an entrance above. Within its aetheryte, you must use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. Oh, that's pretty. Speak Southern for 5 minutes. Okay, it's right up there. Okay. Alright, let me get the timer out for that. Five-minute timer. Alright, y'all. Not sure what southern accent I wanted to do for that one. Alright, let's run up the path and totally not piss anything off so I can come over here and get the Aether Current. You don't see me. You don't see me. Probably see me. You're gonna say, you've chosen death. Alright, let's go with that. Death has been chosen. No. Rain of Arrows has not been chosen. Anyways. Though I'm not sure how smart it was for me to, for you to do this when I'm about to do a boss fight or something like that, because me trying to, like, I become either silent or speak way too much during a boss fight when I'm trying to remember how things move around. Let me check again to see how my Aether current. Yep, I have all the ones that are walking ones, I just need the other ones that are quests. Alright. A tuna. Tune in a tuna. Bad joke, bad. That's so gorgeous. I need to find some other stuff, sound stuff.
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She's silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
I don't know if she has legs to step on me though, so... Unlike Shiva. That park...
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alisaie, have you gone mad?
Remember what I said earlier about letting her in here?
Mayhap I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
It's already unfolded.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood!
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting.
She already said that.
No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
Pinnicody? Pinnicony? Pinnicony?
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
You know, the tone of voice isn't helping. Seriously. It's confrontational.
Poor misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens.
Back. Hey, look, it looks like you caused what wasn't supposed to happen. Seriously? I'm fucking Moses!
Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
Well, I spread the sea. Is there really no other way we can fight alongside you without being turned into one of her dreamers? No. I'm not even gonna say anything else. No. I knew things were not going to end well the moment she stepped out of hiding. Yeah, why did we bring her along again? I know, it was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Ishnai. I had to. And I had to try, and I failed. So we have to fight. There's no other way. Never stop trying. It means a lot to hear you say that. It does. But it doesn't make it any easier to have to ask you to face that thing. We can but do that which is in our power. Lyse, Alphino! And I will go seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when this is finished, we'll be waiting for you. You came too late for Gabu, but perhaps this time, when the primal is no more, you can't do anything for those that have... I thought you should know this. There's nothing you can do for them. Alright. Going out here. Might teleport to see if there's any whatchamacallits for the quest for the Does not look like it. Marshall Brookstone. Okay. Ah, Ishnai Ciarfox, the Maelstrom. A moment, if you would. The Alliance has seen fit to charge the Twin Adder with overseeing the occupation of Castor Morans for the interim. As an adventurer, I realize I just want you to attend to matters both great and small in all corners of the realm. Though it should go without saying, you must uphold your obligations to the Maelstrom and the Eorzean Alliance. Thus, I would ask you to aid in a reconnaissance mission here in the Fringes. Pray speak to Lieutenant Malcolm if you are ready to receive a briefing. She'll be overseeing the operation. Are you another one? Yep. Captain Lorix. Lieutenant Ciarfox, this is the woman I wanted to see. We misplaced a number of Garlean drones taken from Baelsar's wall. And by misplaced, I mean the damn thing sprang to life and stormed out of the base. Fun. We need to be dealt with before any civilians come to harm. Being familiar with Magitech as you are, I am not. I can think of no one better to assist us. Sid is somewhere near here, maybe? If you would be willing to help, go speak with Lieutenant She was overseeing the initiative to terminate the drones. Do my eyes to see me? It can't be, but it is. It's like Ciarfox, the Griffin's Bane herself. I have a lot of names. I am stuck in a great hero. Think of no other saply. Pity us up. But good that we didn't get through that conversation. I don't know what I'm doing. Just sitting on X.
Decriers, defilers. Open your hearts to me.
I like the music. Will it tell me when I need to use it?
Rest your weary souls in my bosom. I shall free you from your hate!
I don't know what to do on that one.
Surrender to bliss. Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Oh, fuck. Wrong button. Fuck.
Your souls are stained.
Okay, so that's what I do. Cool!
I shall free you from your hate! Darkness holds no soul.
Woo!
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help.
Oh, sweetie, it's fine!
So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
Well, first of all, they treat... they create crystals, stuff out of crystals. It's not just... they have it because they have it.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
I mean... I haven't even started being cruel.
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone.
You're trying to reason with people who've been touched.
But that's how we
like
all feel. Don't
you
you
know,
see?
tainted.
If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace.
No, I mean, with the kobolds and all this other stuff, as we keep stealing their lands, make promises to be
your crystals are
safe.
important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Literally, they've been whatchamacallit. It doesn't matter. They can't see through things.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
Because those that have been,
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up.
inflamed or whatever.
Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on, Alphino and Alisaie are waiting.
Is the one who's next to her sister, the daughter, or the daughter went when we got rid of the primal?
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
I'm gonna throw this out there. If he's gonna kill you anyways, the Emperor or whatever, might as well take them out, both of them out before.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Fedolorem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble, sir? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Is it the same thing that they did the... Yeah, best I could do is pain and suffer. Yeah, I know, right? Do what happened to that guy that kept on failing before
Transcend,
the
my lord.
green...
I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Oh! Doctor. Dodore. I already have somebody named Dodore, don't I, in this? I don't remember offhand. You finished then, good. I'm glad it's over. We had to use force to secure the crystals. Alisaie was not gentle. I wonder. You yet live. I had my doubts. Welcome back. Well, thank you! I wish we could have left on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they get their hands on more crystals, though. Never mind. We'll deal with that when the time comes. I hate leaving it all to you. It makes me wish there was some way of borrowing the echo. No, because then you won't be able to sleep at all. Or have dinner with, you know, your harem. By the way, you want to join my harem, Lyse? You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear words to them of Shir Lakshmi's passing. Come, my friends, to Virana. The silence of the gods. Well, I killed only one god this time around, so... I hope we don't have to deal any more of the primals before we march on to Alamigo. You're jinxing it! You're jinxing it! We also, like, the whole... The Griffins thing. If only... what? Shiryu? Shirian? If only you had your power, the things I would do, you don't want it. Had Claudio's belief been closer to that of the Vara, the crisis would have been surely avoided. Because your victory, it's only meet that you be the one to tell my sister. Ah, the wind's whisper of your success. Oh, so tell me. Here, tell my sister. Oh, she already knows. Your eyes confirm their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Conif sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. Ishnai did the deed, but we were to bear witness to her heroism. No, you weren't! You were off doing wherever. However, I feared this is only the beginning. For that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Use their crystals to summon Lakshmi again. Naught can be done to stop them. Sorry, I'm checking something. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Lakshmi again, naught can be stop them. We ignore our sister's plight at our peril, this we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path so that the day you speak of never comes. Ah ha ha ha. Yet. We're all in this together, Almigans and Anata. We understand that. Hopefully in time they will too. You and yours will be forever friends of the Vara. On that you have my word. We shall be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sara, for everything. Alvaro will know of your deeds, long shall they be celebrated. Honors to serve you, Icon Slayer. Okay, let me run back to... Nope, nope, nope. Other place. Other place! Finish this conversation here. Do my eyes see me? Can't be. But 'tis Ishnai, Ciarfox, Griffin's braid, whatever. Yes, the great hero defeated Griffith atop Baelsol's wall, bringing his plans of conquest to a shuddering halt. I don't think he was planning on conquesting anything. I can think of no other title that so aptly befits your prowess. He was planning on basically causing a show anyways. A pity no one else seems to think so. But yeah, I'm okay with nobody else thinking that. Ahem, but enough of that. What brings you to the illustrious Griffin's Bane here to Castor Moines? Aether Currents, but I had to do shit with you before that happens. Serpent Marshal Brookstone requested you assist me in my investigation. This is such an honor. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Ah, goodness me. Where are my manners? I am Tala Mulho, military records officer at your service. I cannot offer much in the way of combat, but if you should have any inquiries regarding historical matters, you need only ask me. Now then, let me appraise you our current situation. Shortly after taking control of the Castromorians, we discovered a number of confidential documents left behind by the Garleans, prisoner records dating back to the beginning of the Alamigos occupation. As you might have guessed, a great many were conscripted and sent away to subjugate new territories. A surprising large number were executed as a reminder of what would happen should any step out of line. What we weren't expecting, however, was the number of prisons listed simply as whereabouts unknown. We thought perhaps they met some ill fortune during their imprisonment, or even escaped, but we could find no other documentations or what became of them. Scientific, experiments? Be they living or deceased, it is now our duty to find them. Not just for our own records, mind you, but their loved ones as well. They deserve the peace of mind of knowing what happened here. Would that this were a recent incident, though. It will be no easy task ascertaining their whereabouts after 20 years, but I believe I know where we might begin our investigation. The Anata have called this land home long before even the Almigans came to settle here. Oh, wow, wow. Stuck would have it, residents established cordial relations with their people. Perhaps they remember something that happened all those years ago. Do I have to follow you? Do I have to go back to where I was before? I don't see it. It might be in Ragra's reach. Can you just give me the Aether Currents shit so I don't have to? Lieutenant Ciarfox, your assistance is greatly appreciated. The drones were not in our possession for very long, but a cursory inspection showed that they're made of a heretofore unknown metal alloy. They are all but impervious to traditional firearms, which is why we commissioned Garland Iron Works to fashion a weapon capable of penetrating their armor. It's since been fitted to a suit of armor tech, which I'd ask you to pilot, if I'm not mistaken. This would not be the first time you piloted one of these suits. No, it should take you no time to familiar yourself with the controls. Now the drones were last seen due east of here and to the north along the river. I fear recapturing them is out of the question, so do whatever you deem necessary to stop them. Shoot them. Cool. How many? You're gonna make me do 3? Am I guessing 3? Oh, that poor tree. So I need to line them up better. Yes, that's a better... Ah, fuck. No, I didn't do it right. Okay. So I didn't need to do more than that. That's kind of nice. I really hope that remembers something of use. Megan prisoners captured 20 years ago? Yes, I remember. When the Garleans gained their foothold here, they interned anyone and everyone, Striders, Anata, mattered what not. Most were forced to serve the Garlean military, dispatched to other lands from which they never returned. If I'm not mistaken, the prisoners who remained there were taken to a small village to the south. I cannot say what transpired there, but the settlement was heavily guarded. I feel the worst for them. Settlement to the south? Why, that would have to be Bitter Mill. I recall records of its residents seeking asylum in Gridania when the Garleans first arrived. The place was all but razed to the ground. Let us begin our search there. Perhaps some of the value remains in the rubble. Ugh, come on. How much shit do I have to do for this goddamn aether current? The aether current! Come on, come on, come on! Welcome back. Take the drones. Fortunate to have your presence, save for Lieutenant Gub. None of our men could even activate a suit of Magitech armor, let alone pilot one in combat. I only pray that this isn't to the detriment of the future. Oh no. There are plenty of those drones out there along Basar's wall, if any of them should suddenly stir. At any rate, we'll continue to work with the Garlean Ironworks so that, should that day come, we'll be ready. One second, y'all. Alright, sorry, had to grab something. I should probably check. Nope. Alright. We are going down there. Okay. I think that's the last quest besides the turn-in of the Silence of the Gods that will have us be able to fly in this area. Yeah. That's a small bear. Tiny. Good luck, dear Flame Scout, on that one. If the bear wants to cross the bridge, why don't you just let her? Or them. This place is supposed to be deserted, is it? What are Garleans doing here? They cannot be allowed to leave. Get them. Okay. I mean, I would think that, you know, might ask them questions more than just go after them like this, but okay! So, now that your companions are dead, this place is supposed to be deserted. One remains now. Stay your guard. Ah! He ran. Aiding. Good thing I'm a healer. Goodness, that smarts. Perhaps I should have devoted more time to combat training. Oh, really? Though no amount of training would make me a match for the renowned Griffin Splain. It's a magnificent display. Garlean soldiers are certainly the last thing I expected to find in these abandoned and otherwise forgotten buildings. I managed to catch them unawares, but I'm quite certain this investigation would have ended poorly had you not arrived. I noticed. Still, I find this quite curious. By all rights, the Garleans should be too busy contenting with the resistance to waste time in a place like this. What are they doing here? I'm afraid our search for answers has only raised more questions. If we were to make sense of any of this, we must search this place from top to bottom, after my heart returns to my chest. Breathe. Okay. And I disappear into the, you know, shadows to not return until I decide to, you know, need... Conrad. The hero returns, together with their stalwart comrade in arms. Glad to hear you managed to deal with the Ananon's primal before it caused us any more grief. God knows we have enough to worry about. I know, right? Like those, you know, red flags that are everywhere with you. We heard about the primal. Excellent work. If you're looking for Arvindal and his unit, they're currently investigating reports of suspicious activity in the area. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Tarpin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sir Lakshmi's gone. Perhaps I should start at the beginning. The very good place to start. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You saved a lot of lives, Ishnai. I take pride in that. I mean, I've done this so many times before. There's no real pride in the fact that I've done this so many times. It must be said, this is something of unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Qualyana's supply of crystals must remain closely limited for the foreseeable future, and an ambient aether layers closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Var now on how to best enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Vildana. Regardless of the reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided it's time to advance east. Finally! He was most sympathetic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. Well, you're looking at Lyse didn't do shit. I was the one that fought the primal. We may not be as strong or as quick as her, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Minago. You've been away from your family too long, and don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here and make the Warrior of Light run around and do everything. Everything! Everything. Nago used to tell me stories about her home, but somehow it didn't really register we'd be up this high. I know how you feel. I've never taken kindly to people telling me to rest. Well, I don't mind people telling me to rest. What I mind is the fact that they won't let me rest. Much will hinge on whether we can capture or destroy Specula in Parados. Though the facility was unassailable from the north, it is very much vulnerable to attack from the south. It looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a lot of proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of Vildana. Honored guest, I pray you partake in our humble offerings as we give thanks to you. Thanks for your many valiant deeds. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We're honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There's more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. I won't be there to Thancred and decide to try and drink anybody out. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida and I would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much. We had each other. That was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, of course our father, and Ida had to fight. I would have too, if I'd been older. But they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts and treat us like them. They push and they push and they until someone pushes back and someone takes up arms or summons a god. False god. If the 12s are watching, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When the people fight and die and nothing gets better and it just goes on and on and on. There is no justice, just us. Well, I mean, there's us in justice, but I mean, I know. That's why we're here, isn't it? Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what answers are, or if there are even are any. Either way, life goes on, and we must got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. I don't know, I make excellent speeches when I'm tired or drunk as hell. Most that and all of them that I regret. In the sense that I don't remember them. Tomorrow's another day. See what it brings. Sleep well, Ishnai. So if your mother's food is so good, why are you such a terrible cook? Honestly, you've got to get her to teach her the basics while you're here. Called out. Because I've got other skills! In case you've forgotten, I'm one of the finest hunters this tribe has ever seen. Anyways, I don't remember you being a master culinarian. Children. How long has it been since I last saw my father? Maybe Alphino and I should plan a trip to Charlian. When this is all over, I mean. There's something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. Alright. Aether Current. You ready to join the main hosts? I trust you rested well. You're well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Oh, we're over there. Cool. Ba 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 ba. Hi! I'm here to cause trouble! Scion, it's a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken out, Giri, and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peak. Give a shout to us to the lads as you pass, eh? Cat, what you doing? Our epic slow walking. Nowhere to be.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat.
I don't know, I'll make it look like a small feat.
But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Nice. My village, the one we visited with Milfred, is far to the north. There's no easy way to get to it from here, though. So, through the pass and onward to the southeast, was it? The Imperials sure do like their towers, don't they? Well, it lets you see everywhere. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specla Imperialis where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? That's her. She sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different than any other Imperial installation. You see why Viodana was important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Algiri. Right, I don't have flight here. Get flight in one area, then have to water. Yes, those were words. Was it in English? Eh? There. That design. The fuck is that? Hmm. Discovered a new location. Yes! Good blade. I mean, was it a blade ever? Right rock. Right round. Bad jokes? Yes. Algeria was once a hub of trade and commerce, as I recalled, hence the need for a large central square. Algeria is famous for that giant crystal. Some say Ragnar himself put it there. The settlement is remarkably intact. I see little evidence of fighting. Probably had to give up pretty quickly. Here we are, the new base of operations for Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may have imagined. Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We are about to discuss our strategy to seize the towers. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves, and join us when you are ready. Ba 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 ba. Rather cowardly of them, uncharacteristically so. That's why I don't trust it. I don't know why the Imperials would abandon Algieri without a fight, but I'm glad they did. I don't trust it. That's why the village is was unharmed. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. All these goddamn meetings. Or fighting. Wicked ambush. But yeah, ba ba ba. Digging. Oh wait, wait, wait! Or be stupid motherfucker and, you know, forget. Hi, Hybrid Chief, how are you? Still deployed or back home? I am correct that you are deployed, right? Also, welcome back! You got back home. Okay, nice. Is it for a vacation or are they letting you stay? 2 days in my okay, vacation. Ah. So attack the cat's pet to death. You know, enjoy your time with Nago and her kid. Ah, that's what I wanted to hear. Too many soldiers forget the importance of time away from all this. The Imperials underestimated us once, and they pay dearly for it. They may not be so easily deceived next time. If we cannot fool them, we'll simply have to break them. So, how has it been going with your job? Deployed or in the Middle East-ish, right? Like a reintegration. Ah. Nice. That's kind of good to some degree. That gives you like the kind of culture shock jump difference. On behalf of the Elder Seer, thank you for your swift and decisive action against the primal menace. We are not unaware of the danger it posed to our fair nation. That's all I'm doing. I am on Excalibur, and I don't remember. I think it's Primal. Everything appears to be in order. Very good, very good. That everyone? Then let us begin. Algiri is ours! For a mercy! We took it without losing a single man, but we dare not grow complacent. The three towers will not be so easily won. I beg to differ if I stand here. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. Maybe if they, like, are to shoot something at us. The path of Alamigo is through the east, though through the towers and Castrum Abana. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Well, I wonder why they left this town! Which means we will need to strike the towers quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they doubtless will not risk damaging the towers. So you play this game too? I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we've been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I have no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll have to deal with it when the time comes. To assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Imperatus. During that time, I will hold the Scions in reserve at Algiri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Fine! Understood. Wait a minute! We should be fighting with you in the Resistance! I understand you don't want to rely on us too much. Rely too much on Ishnai after what she's been through. I've been through worse. But at least let the rest of us do our part. Don't do anything too reckless, alright? It's like asking... Oh, Excalibur! Excalibur! I won't. I promise I'll do what Conrad says. May happen to be best if I accompany you. Alisaie can stay with Ishnai. Is my mic having problems? I said it was Excalibur. Yeah, bear. Try and make it sound as ooh-woo as possible. And I misspell it. Yeah, that it's primal. I looked it up. If you must go, the two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. I've been having absolute problems with my mic, though. That's the reason why I was trying to make sure. Meanwhile, deep within a research... Cat, no. Yeah, especially with the new, expansion. You came back during a good time. Oh, they're, giving her echo stuff, I guess?
Oh, my head.
Let us see.
Played the earlier is nice. Cat, stop.
So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard.
So what do you think of it so far? I definitely, obviously have not gotten there.
Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic.
So you're with me for the story. Cool.
I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
Well, if you go through and watch on my videos, I'm kind of still, I think the last upload I did was the Nidhogg. Not the Steps of Fate Nidhogg, but the other one. So I'm kind of slow uploading to where I am here in the second expansion, but and I've also had a lot of mic problems that I finally fixed recently, so if you go back and watch my stuff, just as a warning. Some streams got pretty bad.
Aligiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower.
Hey Riz, how are you?
Yes, my lord.
Hydrate, yeah.
By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I will entrust to you.
Fine. Creepy. Xenos is creepy! Also, we need to see Cutie! Hi, Thancred!
Found you.
Well, now that they're not allowing me on the battlefield, hi! So, Hybrid, what's your favorite right now for classes? So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I won't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least you spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lyse go alone. Well, I wasn't given much of a choice on letting her go alone either. I wasn't given a choice whether it was going to go anywhere in the first place either. Ready to depart. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Murder! A warrior? Leaves. So you know, I sent word to Arenval's squadron. They already are searching in nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Hell's open. Yeah, hell's open! It's been open since I started this game! And that they've released the demon. My favorite currently, I mean, I haven't been able to play the new healer enough to say whether I like it or not, cause, goodness. But Astrologian, my main healer class I love. Red Mage is the other. As for... tanking, I prefer Dark Knight. Black magic, abyss magic. Anyways. Oh, I was talking to Hybrid. Sorry, Rose. Hybrid is a longtime watcher way back when he's been deployed, so... He's back to be tortured by me. At least while he's on his vacay. You're still stateside? Nice! So how bad was the weather still when you get back to Texas? Well, I mean, the weather in Texas is doing wonderful with the hurricanes and everything. Wasn't that bad? Yeah, one of my other viewers, Wolf, got hit with, barrel. So... Oh, dead bodies. Woo! Give me a moment, Ishnai. Say it again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me appraised of any developments. That was Arenval. The pair was spying on us in the fringes The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Ishnai? Any trouble? And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on the towers is going well. I don't know. But will we have a cutscene to say? Needs more explosions. Needs more explosions! Yeah, we got hit by, like, about half a day later with the storms, and it ended up causing a few power outages where I was. Kinda good I wasn't streaming.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Why haven't you gotten a new arm?
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Are we keeping count of how many you've killed too?
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
You sure? Say, Conrad's been like... There's been loud, you know, red flags somewhere along the way
Then we
during
will
this entire
tend to the
thing.
stragglers down below. With me!
He is about to croak. Alright, 1 second. I am fighting something. It is a cat, by the way.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements.
Reinforcements for the Rin! Yes, Anubis, I see you there.
A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
What? I'll say what?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
What?
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
No!
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Does it sound like she is? What the fuck, dude?
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself.
I mean, that's a way of putting it. Hey, you want your life online?
I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence.
The firing sequence.
Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Godspeed, Rudolph, Hamlet. For us, for our people, for our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Your voice. You're Yoshi's voice actor? Maybe? I know that they sometimes have them do non-name characters.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
They don't usually credit them out either. Hi, Haru, how are you? Chief is back! Chief is back from Hybrid Chief's back from, you know, deployment. So he'll be back to torture all of us. Woo! Or is it I'm torturing you? Whichever one works. You're a joy to have a viewer as a viewer, hun. So is everybody else who's here. Rose. Yes! I can't make up my mind. Do you expect me to make up my mind? Oh, Fox. I like, you know, causing trouble.
Long-range artillery.
Everybody who's in here is a joy to have as a viewer. So, play your Rose if you're still half listening. Who else is in? Look, viewers. Ardwolf is here. Rocket.
Understood.
I'm quite sure Garleans have bigger guns
all forces
elsewhere.
Retreat! I repeat, all forces
This
retreat!
is, after all, not actually Garlemald. Panic! By the 12s, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castra Abana. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if it's the shell being jammed or... Screams, horrors. We have to go right now. They need our help. The fear in Alisaie's eyes is unlike you've ever seen before. This way, there's no more time to lose. There's no time to lose. Heavens weep, and the gods did not answer. It was worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together at the gate. This is our way inside. We gotta put... Didn't mean to hit through there. Disable, you need to prise them open to pass through. Alisaie is about to absolutely... kick his ass. His being her brother. It shall be done. Damn it! I don't see them. My brother lies. Maybe the general knows something. I'm glad you're here, Ishnai. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us. On the towers. I didn't think they had it in them. To kill their own men just to kill us? Gods damn them all. What about Xenos ever gave you the idea that he was wise and smart and all this other stuff. Okay, Haru, thank you for stopping by. Where's my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. Have fun in Elden Ring, murder, all this other stuff. He was in the tower when it struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for. Alisaie? Alisaie, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families. Just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He is right. I'll take the north, you take the east. Tell Outers we need their conjurers ready to receive our wounded. And get me every carriage you can find. They could fire on us again at any moment. It shall be done. You know I have Vtuber. Vtuber! Thank you, I think I can manage on my own. Yes, I can change into my healer, but it doesn't really matter, does it? For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what the Imperials were thinking. Give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There, Algiri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Wounded Temple Knight. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. I mean, you're next to it, so yes. Wait, I know you. It's the Ciarfox, ward of the House of Pomps. Yes. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life then, and now. I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times thank you. Conrad! Conrad, can you hear me? Niago, put him down over there. Ah, would you look at that red flag? Lyse and Alisaie. Ishnai, full glad I'm to see you. Wait, where's my sister? Panicking. I mean, fine. Almighty Raghor, O noble Azium, I beg of you, do not take this from us.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
Conrad.
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Yeah, even if I turn into my, you know, healer form. Oh, that prayer was answered pretty quickly. Watch it be taken away is just as quick.
Is that you, Lyse? I can't see a damn thing.
Try opening your eyes.
Well, that's that then. Time's up.
You're making assumptions just because you won't open your eyes. I'm trying to joke this. I'm trying to make a joke of this.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
Yes.
It's all right, Lyse. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
Never gonna stop.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way.
You know the way.
You've got it in you, Lyse. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
Viva Revolution! Yes, I'm ruining a sad moment. Sorry. I'm trying to cope my own way.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Meanwhile, the chaos of Castrum Abana. Bibiania.
Next round, double the charge.
Oh, hi, Estinian.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
Did you name your spirit? Okay. Hi, Fox. How are you?
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Oh, I liked it.
How can one man shoot the bastard? Shoot him!
It makes me sad I don't have the kind of money for stuff, but I'll get there eventually. Shoot him! Oh, you think you can shoot me with a gun?
My lance has slain far greater beasts.
Yeah, yes, Estinian.
You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
Fix the bloody cannon! Fix the bloody cannon!
The savages are coming!
Oh, we've been here the entire time. You look in the mirror? Nice. I promise. No, you can't do it! No. Sob cry. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God is my witness, there will be a reckoning. Well, the people that were here, literally, that were in the tower, laid down their arms to some degree by the sound of it. It was everybody else that didn't. Slowly but surely, Alphino, forgive me. Now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body. Find my sister and return to Algieri. We'll look after him. You should go. Sniffles up. Meet you. Pray you find my sister and leave at once. Good thing you're not telling me to go return to the fucking Waking Sands. walking sans, waking, whatever. There. That should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me you found Alphino. Tell me he's alright. I mean, physically. Oh, thank the 12s. I don't know what I would have done. Though, saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Keep? Sorry, not here, not now. We should go back to Algiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. Yes, Cat. Are you, like, around here? Wounded Imperial. Wasn't so long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. Hell's with this. Should go back home to Ishbard instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. What should we do? We've got plenty of our own window to deal with. Say the word and I'll finish him quick. Put me to Gala or whatever. I'm through with it. Do you hear me? I'm surrender. There you go, sweetie. Oh, I did not mean to hit. I can manage on my own. Reckon you've got more important things to do than watch over a poor sod like me? Well, sweetie. I wouldn't want my efforts in trying to keep you alive in vain. Oh, bless you, kind. Wait, is that you, Ishnai? No. I didn't recognize you at first. Been feeling a bit dizzy. Still out of blood. I can keep going. I can keep going. Go on without me, Ishnai. I'll not be long. Or I could take you with me. I mean, I have this magical bag that fit 3 10-tons dinosaur-looking things in. I did what I could for those I found along the way, but some were beyond help. It's all up to us to carry on, and instead, it's up to me. No pressure, though. Say, you'll get to understand why people look at me and go, no pressure, though. I know we'd lose people doing this, but him? I'm sure the old bear would have outlasted us all. Ishnai, we have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when rites must need to be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. Are you saying that to me or to you? I feel like you're saying that to yourself. Question on how to move forward in Conrad's. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from the towers. It's time to speak with General Alden. For the living and the dead. Mark my words, when this is over, I'll take the heads of every officer in Castro Malbon. I'll swing my bloody axe myself if I have to. We lost a lot of men inside the tower. Casualties are still mounting among those who survived. Grim as though it is, Conjurers have had no choice but to impose a rigid triage system, which, when treating the wounded, under the circumstances, we have to be realistic. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul. Commander Kep's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment of silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when you next face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. That I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum Albon's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought of their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we'd even reach the walls. Well, good thing I am here to do sneaky, except not really sneaky attack. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? The cannons don't work. You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again? Mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or heretofore unknown resistance faction chose a moment to disable it. Yeah, Estinian! There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if that cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad would put you in charge of the resistance. We can't lose another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago. I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived in Ragor's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions. But even then I knew deep down it was an excuse. That I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Ida. But when I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. I think he already was when we met him, but it's now my turn to do the same. Not in this case, but it's still gonna do it because we're gonna make excuses on why it's okay. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we got, and I'm the best qualified, or I'm here! It's as simple as that, but don't worry, Nago. I'll come back, I promise. Oh, you have nothing to say? Well, I acknowledge Commander Heck's right to carry out this mission. I see no reason why she has to go alone. Ishnai, would you go with her? Why are you asking me? I was gonna do it anyways. I would have done it even if you had... Yeah, see? Then it's settled. So we'll wait your return. More than a keeper, she needs a friend now. Stay close to her. I'm not a very good friend. One can't help but wonder how the rank and file of the 12th Legion will view their leadership upon hearing the fate of the tower. Mark my words. Yep, same thing. When did Lyse become the leader of the resistance? That's I suppose we have Ian to thank for this too. I understand Minago's concern. If they lose another leader so soon after losing Conrad, the resistance may never recover. Conrad confided in me that he was considering naming her as his successor, so it didn't come as a complete shock. I mean, I was still surprised, but I've never once doubted his judgment. None of us have. If he thought Lyse was the best choice, then she is. Sorry to drag you into this, Ishnai. I mean, friendships tends to drag you into things. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Nefter's cruise hope. The ship stranded on the rocks to the east here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might be just an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. I haven't gone against anything bad. Anyways, yeah. Lyse, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? The ship dates back to the days of the Great Flood. Legend goes that it was teleported into the rocks by magic. No idea if it's true, but I'll be damned if I know how else it got up there. Giants. I understand Minago's concern if they lose another leader so soon after. It's the same thing. Alright. Stupid time for stupid movements and— oh, hey! It's the group! Looks like you found another Tia, I just realized, for your group. The other Tia died in the Waking Sands. You wouldn't believe the two fools we caught sulking around in Imperial uniforms. It felt good handing them over to the Alliance, though it feels all pointless now. Conrad always treated us with kindness and respect. His death will not go unavenged. I still can't believe it. Conrad and so many others dead? It's not right what those bastards did. It's not right. Am I the right person? Yes, okay. Let's say, am I in the right location? But yes, yes I am. Is it gonna be in the location of where the ship... oh. Well, shade that I have to murder this poor guardian creature. You missed a fight, girlie! Hi! No comment about the... Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you met the golems. Looks like the old stories are true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. You good? That took a bit more out of me than I expected. But then again, stress and all this other stuff can cause, you know... Here's Zepha's hope. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral era. It's comforting to think that there has always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help but think they must, couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. Usually it was because they didn't want me to. They kind of spurred me. It can't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. But do you really know me? Do you? Do you really hear the voice that's inside my head that's speaking, that's here on the stream? I'd never be a leader like Conrad, or Ian, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all. I can fight by your side. And I can be me. And that'll just have to be enough, eh? People will want more from you, though. Especially if you're a leader. Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad. Or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke coming from Castrum Alba? Wait, it's coming from the cannon! I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Ishnai, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. Take Castrum Alba Bana and bring the bastards who gave the order of fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's chomping at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we could do it. We have to tell the others, come on. Easier down than up, eh? Though it's not necessarily safer. Anyways, yeah, gravity's not my friend. We need no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Not let this opportunity. There's no time to lose, Ishnai. General Auden needs to know what we saw. Zuzu Desu. Sorry, that name. You look like you've got something important to say. Oh! Yes, nobody will hear it though. Well, did you learn anything of value? I believe the two of you made it back in one piece. I mean, I always am, but a little different now, isn't it? No pressure, though. As long as the Imperials hold Castrum up, they'll not be able to march. You are returned. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Hope and spied smoke rising from the Castrum's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarpin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seemed to have been disabled somehow. We must attack the Castrum at once. It still could be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it's an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they simply could have kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure the control of the weapon. Ha! I wonder who's gonna be in that. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. On the other hand, if it is our trick, our token force will provide an elusive target, and we'll at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it would seem to be well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum? Through the front doors. In anticipation of a day like this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout the Gurbanya, including Radita. Radita is a home to many who hold menial positions in the Castrum Albana and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. Wearing outfits. The resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Almegans. At the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let's do it right by Conrad. It doesn't matter doing right by Conrad if he's dead, and then because you want to do right by him, it ends up failing. But I mean, this game's gonna I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alisaie and Ishnai, I'm sure. Yay, volunteered! Well then, if you're all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Albea. Go, may Rydgar watch and keep you. Over and keep you. So which of us is gonna tank? Perhaps you recall the night we met outside the ruins under such unfortunate circumstances? I've just returned from a meeting with my Megan agents. As I said before, we've been preparing for this day. Oh, that's interesting. Had Alphino not volunteered you, I would have asked. If anyone can see this mission through, it's you. No pressure, though. Ha! I knew the Alliance had spies in Gurbanya, but in Radadan? That's impressive. I suspect a hand-picked contingent of Megan Brigade's finest would have been equally, if not more, qualified, but what do I know? Thanks for standing by me, Ishnai. Together we'll make Conrad proud. I guess. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. Not really. You're not apologizing. I've always volunteered for this shit anyway, so It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess. My decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated for concern for Lyse, nor less Alamigo. Alban is the largest Imperial facility in the Peaks, you see, so the likelihood that Kiri is being held captive there is quite high. Oh, good that she is. Well, we don't know that, but I mean... we don't know that, but... in the sense of me in the game does not know that, but I mean... cutscenes. Dealing with the cannon remains our main objective, of course, but there's even a chance that Kiri may be able to rescue it in the process. I would not forgive myself if I did not take it. Already leading to the way. So to review, we are to travel to we're to meet with a contact rescued by Marshal Tarpen's agents. Recruited. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Ishnai and Lyse were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either the towers or the castrum. Perhaps as a result of this, the resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. You have the right of it. They've got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials give them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarpen's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogan woman. She'll ask us a question after we answer with courage. She knows us friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, go. We need them soon. With me, my friends, be ready for anything. Really? Anything. Anything. Anything, yes! Perhaps you... same thing. With tired hands we toil. Yeah, deny that. How do I? Oh, we'll get there. Okay. I know this is an odd plan, but understand this with me is I'm gonna probably keep playing until the next donjon or whatever. Donjon. And finish the dungeon then end for tonight. And to not drive myself insane, I will pick out 2 Disciples of the Land stuff to work on at the beginning of stream, and one the warrior magic one that I have leveled up enough to do. And then continue with the story. That way, I know you're out there. I can keep my sanity to some degree. Keep an eye out, would you? It doesn't feel right. If there was a Magitech armor nearby, surely we would have heard them by now. It's fine! We'll take them! Take bursts! I'm only defeated really in a cutscene and or unwinnable fights. See what I tell you. Let's continue on to the towers. Destination. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Sense a hostile presence. Thank you, all the other people who are supposed to be with my group who left me to that. I mean, it was fine, but I mean, I thought we were together on this. Those are so pretty! What are they? Oh. That is something that will kick my ass, but it's still so pretty! I want! Woo, that would have been an unceremonious end to our tale. Do you think that would have killed us? Really? Heh, nothing to it. Why did I get up here? I want that blue. It's so pretty! Of course, there were still soldiers lurking around. Fortunately, they were no match for Lyse. Come, the city is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. I don't care about Imperials. I want that bird. I want that bird. I want that griffin! Volstein. Volstein, I think? Oh, you're adorable. I think you're just gonna scare me. Yeah, it's 2 tons. It's just not really a lot of damage. Were you trying? Well, might as well go on the prim path! That's a giraffe. Giraffe. And Jamel, excuse me, close enough! Nearest soldier in sight, mayhaps they were called to the castrum. I thought they said this is a village. Looks more like a work camp. Same thing. Looks like safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see any smoke above castrum anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Yeah, I like the one I have. Nearest soldier in sight. Somewhere. Alphino said you're looking for Rogan woman, right? I should answer the current. Suppose it's like a conversation with everyone till we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, I'll do the same. Nothing suspicious about that. Or me wearing, you know, Crimson Duelist kind of outfit, but she has to be around here somewhere. Leaping dough. No, we're like Lenny. No luck, no me either. I'm just seeing what y'all are gonna say. I'm not particularly... Oh, we're starting with this one? Young Hellscarred. Able Ant. Where's... I would think Alphino would be the better one of this. I'm not seeing him. Is he inside? Nope, that doesn't let people in. Alphino. Yeah, there he is. That's what I was saying about this woman! Alphino! Trying to get guys to talk about women. Ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited. With courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, because I'm not... I'll speak not more of... at least not here. Outside of Radon. Rather than behind the barracks over yonder, on the other hand. Hey, is that who I think it was? No. That's a relief or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphino and Alisaie. We'll meet you there. I'm particularly scared. Thanks, Kay. Where courage endures. Not followed, were you? Good. I mean, my friends are about to follow me. But yeah, not followed. That's all of you, is it? Let's go then. Name yourselves. We are Science the Seventh Dawn. Friends with Marshal Tarpon. Name's Stark. Woda. Rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. It's about the towers and the cannon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I overheard the soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they say. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That's Bagar's belief. Hi, I'm here! One person has done stranger things. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they've managed to put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident has everyone jumping at shadows, and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Almegan help has been sent home indefinitely. So this cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside the outlet and to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? I can do... That much I can do. I pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact there are multiple points of entry. Woo! Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith we can see this through. No, the only reason why you can see this through is because I'm here! I tell you, some of the Resistance folks can't see the forest for the trees. Ambushing the occasional Imperial patrol won't change a damn thing. Infiltrating their castrums and learning their secrets, on the other hand? It's thanks to the brave men and women like her that we still have a chance to win this war. It's good to see that even this deep within occupied territory, there are still those who would defy their oppressors. As usual, Alphino has a brilliant plan. We have for what she came. All remains is to make our preparations. Lyse and her unit will make our primary objective, the fire control center. All this at the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of ventilation ducts. Yay! Where we will proceed into the weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. Violet, Violet, Violet. Sense a hostile presence. Yeah, I'm here. That's the hostile presence. These are just flies. Hostile is me to them. I'm just expecting a bigger guy for the third one, so might as well save up my... Or there's just two. Okay. Wanna... Really? Quick and quietly, as not to raise alarm. There's hoping there are too many for us to handle. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep up their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. Hi, I'm here for target practice. Anybody else here for target practice? Cool. I mean, come on, please. I messed that one up. Oh well. Good that the ventilation shafts are that big. By Rhaegar, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Ishnai is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think we've learned something from our time in her company. Now, where is the entrance to the ducks? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Ishnai, we shall infiltrate the castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. Woo! Chaos! This will draw the Imperials away from Lyse and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them their entrance. May Rhaegar guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Ishnai. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. It won't be long before someone realizes their armor is missing. We have to hurry. We're dressing up again? The Alliance is counting us to deal with the cannon. Failure is not an option. Gladiator, cool! Do something. Hopefully this also will unlock. Sorry, I'm checking again. Something along with I was just checking about the fox thing. I can't recall any amount of... Oh, monkey. Avenger. My better thing of... Oh, monkey.
You shall fall soon enough.
I mean, yes, they did, didn't they? I heard that thud. Sorry. All right. This way, right? Yeah, I would say, for a second it looked like on the map that there was a little alcove right over there. The more enemies we can draw, the better. So how about we sit here and shout? Alright, let's raise hells. Ba 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 ba. Vanguard.
Focus.
Balance.
Release!
Stop hitting me. Say, tank, do your job. No, I'm not particularly doing my job right now, but I mean... I'm halfway distracted by things like cats. Yep,
Focus. Release!
Release the dogs. Release the hounds. Makes the same sound as the brutes from
Focus. Release!
when hitting from the Palace of the Dead when you become the rage things. That roar sound. Their weapon transport containers, best destroy them here and now. Yes, violence. On either side of those? Nope. Ba 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 ba. Yetta. Da, 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 da. I've already figured out this. They are very... that. Hey tank, I heard that you're tanking, not the healer.
Focus. Release!
Running, testing compound. Oh no, this is gonna be it. Hello. Do I have to do anything with the guns? Other than break them. Magna rotor. Well, let's put this thing through its paces. Seems to be testing the facility. But I mean, what if I don't wanna? Terrestrial. So I mean land weaponry? Are we gonna get to air weaponry somewhere along the way? I mean, we had some earlier, but I mean... What? Oh. Hi. Oh! Oh, we're... give me a second. Not bad! I'm about to... Oh, I waited too late on that. Alright, cool! Oh well. Doesn't matter how easily he's going down. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
It's all over now!
Yeah. There we go. That's a lie for thigh boots, but okay. Oh no! Oh, we have something that I probably want to destroy as quick as possible. Does gravity work? Probably I should just go straight with hyper-tuned instead of trying to gravity. It's good to know now. Good information to know that I will forget, but I mean it's good information. And say it's probably going to be used a bit. Dogs. Pups. I want to go after that treasure coffer, but I'm afraid to go after that treasure coffer, so I'm just gonna be right here. Acting like I'm not going to be the loot goblin that I am. Oh. Well. There's mini ones. They've been breeding! They've been breeding! Why have I decided to do this whole voice thing tonight? I don't know. Testing compound. Yeah, it's run, run, run. Well, at least they're far enough away from each other. It wouldn't matter to do the group thing anyways. I know hitting the button faster doesn't make anything change, but I mean... I'm just... might as well. Alright, it's tank! Be your tanky tank! Tank tank! Just because I'm distracted by shiny does not mean that you need to stop tanking. Well, hi. Subject number 24? 24? 69? 24? Charges.
Let's give them a show.
Hostiles. This man is Garlean, and he's underground. Yes, definitely, because...
Focus. Release!
Look at the size of him! What am I supposed to do? inhibitors disengage. Fire out. Fire overload. Elemental overload. Cooling down, I guess. Ice. Ice, baby! Don't ask. You will not receive why I'm saying random things. Inhibitors, Aether, output maximum. So dodge quicker. I was joking, but apparently yes.
You shall fall soon enough.
Overload, combat systems impaired. Recommending lightning ether. Cool. The what? The what? The baba.
You shall fall soon enough.
Fire. And then we go back through the system again? Yep, okay. Let me go back through the... There we go. Was that taking of Aether load testing complete? Urgent redesign required. Augments their people's weaknesses. But that thing that disappeared down there, was it taking film of us doing this? I mean, you wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, that's a kind of big camera. Or was it like it had some kind of detecting thing going on along with the camera? Oh, nothing's gonna jump out of anything. At all. Yep, wrong button. Thinking I was hitting the grabby button. Can you tell how awake I am? Right now? Hell is being a crafter. Agreed. Yeah, the plan for tomorrow when I get back to this game is, to either whatever disciplines I decide to do. And then, I'm gonna say one of the other class things. Oh, one's on either side. At least to get them up to the highest that they'd be. And then going back to main story or whatever to, you know, congratulate myself on doing that horrible stuff. The quest stuff. And I know that the 2 disciple things will take a while because most of them I haven't touched and I'm now at level 30 when it comes... Well, hardly touched their, class quests at all, so... I'm not particularly... excited beyond a reasonable doubt. Oh, aren't you looking at... So they do not want us here. They only make it more inviting. I know, right? All this death, murder, and destruction. I keep forgetting that I have the minor Arcadia stuff.
You shall fall soon enough.
Alright, reach the end. Or have I? What is that? Has it been... Oh. What the fuck are you? $69 Inferno. Is that a mecha or a beast? Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Take care. I mean... What am I? What am I? Why am I red?
You shall fall soon enough.
This way, little one. It's time for your medicine. What? 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 Left arm. You have named your arm. Button. Ketsu slash. Okay. Can we stop growing arms? Can we stop growing arms?
Away with you!
Ah, dear Lord. Ew, 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 ew. Yay. Is my cat also yays? Well, we have enough data, we'll learn from this. Boo. What fortunate to receive such a promised test subject. Boo. We're gonna go see if Foxy Lady is up, by the way, after this. Oh, sparking. It's not dead, is it?
Understood. We're on our way. Lyse's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
It's not dead yet, is it? We didn't double tap. We didn't double tap! We did not double tap. At all. Anything beyond this part. Hi?
Lyse! Thank the 12 you're all right.
Why were you expecting anything different?
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Right.
Ready. Hi.
They're here!
No, we aren't.
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I gave the order to fire. It was over! The skulls had surrendered, no one else had to die, and you killed them! Your own people! Your own comrades!
You're right! I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest, trained and fought with every last one of them, good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths, and I knew exactly what I was doing.
Aye.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us.
But they don't even accept those that they've had for however long.
But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal.
They will still won't consider you equal, though. That's how they are.
That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom. You killed your own. They trusted you, and you killed them. Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Oh no.
Lyse! Gotcha!
She's doing after. Really, this. Oh,
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Echo.
Alisaie!
Hi, how are you?
Even so, the odds are against me.
You noticed.
Coward! Get back here!
Yeah, she's fine. Good timing.
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
Am I that close to the end?
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me?
You can't do. Sure. You know, to some degree, you are bigger than me when it comes to carrying things.
I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Well, done. That thrice-damned cannon won't be troubling us again. I told one of your comrades is injured during the operation. If there are we can do to help, pray do not hesitate to ask. Well, we did it. Castrum belongs to us now. Nago and her people took Alisaie to receive treatment. Alphino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy we won with minimal casualties, but somehow I feel empty. Well, there weren't any casualties. I mean, she was hurt, but I mean, that's not a casualty, I don't think. We should report to General. He's right over there! Kiri wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of our bondsmen found something that could lead us to her. Couldn't hurt to ask anyways. Maybe we should just learn something about Kiri. Thank you for your service! I mean, why? We haven't finished yet. Ishnai, Commander Hex, fine work you did today. After the towers, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Rager's star yet burns bright. I'm really glad, I really am, but you should know that Elise was injured in the fighting. Alisaie, excuse me. Regrettable, but I am pleased to hear she'll make a full recovery. Fadola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. If Xenos was to invite us to a so-called royal hunt, then this bull will faint accept. What troubles you, Lyse? It's nothing really, just we're almost to the end, but we've got to save Kiri and do so much more. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin and his men scouring the Castrum archives as we speak. Listen, Lyse. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrum and prepare to advance to the locks. While we wait, there's something I would like you to show you, both of you. After all, it may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push. Ah, well, really? I don't see why not. Then come with me. From there, we'll find another road south. Okay. Where are we going? Why am I in this handbasket? Actually, I feel. Is there anything for a... No. Have to see if there was anything for whatchamacallit. Chocobo thing. Is that a secret path they're on in the back? Cold Hearth? Don't think I know this village, it's so small. Is this your village, Rabba? Even after all these years, it's still the same. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. To share a story with you! Ishnai, Lyse, I brought you both here for a reason. You're eating stress.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Surprisingly, it's still around. No cat. Cat, no!
Aye. Not much to look at, is it?
I mean, it's bigger than some other places I've seen.
Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was, which is why so many of us traded our ploughshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
And... then everything went to hell, right?
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living, dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death. Liberty or death. Liberty or death! If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
Woo! Freedom! It's Griffith, or whatever. I mean, he called himself Griffith. Ilbert? Ilbert?
Send you home to men, did they?
Yes.
Isaac, Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier, what do you think those words mean?
Exactly what they mean. I mean, it's not exactly hard to...
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Yeah, wrong bed.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself.
I'm just gonna say something off kilter a bit. Is it just because it's like memory kind of thing? But Curtis is rather darker skinned than Lyse or
Liberty
Ida.
is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work, and it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Yeah, America. I mean...
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest,
Definitely.
men. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lyse, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask.
Liberty or death? Liberty or death?
Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end.
I'm not the one asking the question. He's the one asking the question here.
But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Enanta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
Definitely.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Nice. Liberty or death? Has it really been 20 years since he wrote those words? Even a blind man can see that Lyse wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alisaie was dead for a moment back there. It says one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is no burden. It was a burden no soldier should be ever ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her. That's good. It'll make her a better commander. First, she needs to learn to carry it. Not let it break her. Hi, Hane Sama. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate. Goodness, goodness. What were you playing? Hi, hi. What was your poison for Withering Waves? Ah. I'm staying as far away from that as I can. I'm at the level of 2 gacha games, and I know to be safe to stay the crap away from any more of those at the same time. Because I have monetary control problems. So at least with the 2 gacha games I have, I can farm pretty easily on it. So what's your favorite class in Final Fantasy XIV? Then how long have you been playing it, and what's your race? Black Mage. Nice. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death, her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The 2 of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. Well, it is your home. Nice! Let's go! Since Priora. Nice. I can understand that. Goodness gracious. Let me real quickly. I think all my mods are gone, so let me do a shout out. But no, I'm loving it. So, no problem. I do appreciate the raid. Say I'm almost, I think, done with Stormblood, which is fun. Well, let's put it this way. I stopped playing in 2020, give or take, towards the end of that. But in between then and now, I've had a brain injury, and so I've forgotten large chunks of this game. So, some of it I remember, other parts I don't, and so it's kind of a new game to me. So that's what we got with this. So, I stopped at not Stormbringers, the Shadowbringers, but I mean, yeah, I appreciate that. There are moments that some of the problems come back, but I mean, it's nice to, yep. It's one of those things that's fun to enjoy back again, so. And of course, after, Shadowbringers, I have no clue where everything goes, so. It's both new and old to me, which is a strange sensation to some degree, so. Let's head back to, and by the way, as a warning, I slaughter names, sometimes on purpose, sometimes not. And 90% of the time I give up on saying them right half the time. I mean, half. Ugh, I'm tired. Woo! I was actually thinking of getting off soon, but I'll stay on for about 30 minutes longer. So. Wait, am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? I'm being lies. I hate to say this, I am streaming. I don't know if it's Imperials or Bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest and I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. It's like, the way I think of it as me streaming this is I'm actually the voice in my character's head. I'm thinking all the things that my character will not say. Okay. Suspicious youth. Hi! How you doing? Suspicious youth, you're bigger than I am! Seven hell, she sees us. Sod it. Dead as good as alive to the Imperials. Oh. Oh, sweeties. Really? Say, your funeral. I wasn't gonna... Yeah, it's therapeutic, especially when my character decides to take a stupid pill. Which happens a lot. Like, the only way that the plot can continue onwards is if I took a stupid pill. Alright, thank you so much! Well, Lurk. Very understandable. I appreciate the raid. Hope you sleep well, hun. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Alamegan, not even conscripts, by the looks of them. Barely adults, in fact. Some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember. They're from Ratada. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. They probably thought Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh gods! Alisaie and Alphino could be in danger too. We have to get back and find Nago. I have faith in them. I have faith in the twins. Should I continue to have faith in the twins? What's this all about? You two look ready for a fight. We were ambushed by villagers outside. I thought they might try and attack you too. Are you alright? We're all fine. The twins are at Stark's. Alisaie was asleep the last I checked. I'm sorry, did you say you were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Did they not see what we did to Castrum? The goddamn fools. Lyse, Ishnai, we overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young. Less than 20 summers? I thought so. It's always the young ones. The ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls so that it's the best they can hope for, is to serve an Imperial officer. Bloody fools. After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the Resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. Aye, you get some who can't wait to spit on a soldier's eyes, but they get beaten for their trouble, or worse. Even so, and the ones that don't fight back but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the one that learns to abide are the ones that survive. Now, you may say it's all about to change, and I believe you, many here do, but a young man or woman who grew up knowing only what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to, if it comes to it, but remember that. The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring the end to this occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be like this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're gonna build a new home for ourselves, together. A better home than they've ever known. Woo! Alisaie will make a full recovery, but I doubt she'll be well enough to take the field again before this is over. That will make her unhappy. I can imagine you how you must feel, but I want you to know that many of us here are grateful for what you did at the castrum. I'll never get used to it, killing my own countrymen. In the heat of battle, it's either you or them, but after, when you've had time to think about what you've done... I've been thinking, if Alisaie needs time to heal, maybe we should move her to Ragor's Reach. She can receive better care there, after all. Our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed, and what Mistress was told us, I'd rather she did not remain here. Then it's settled. Nago, go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alphino, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Ishnai, would you mind going ahead and telling Aurelia that we're on our way? I want a bed waiting for Alisaie when she arrives. Thanks. Boy. To learn what it means to live free, we'll teach them together. Lady in Red. Must seem strange to see me doling out orders, but not half as strange as it feels to do it, let me tell you. When I was a guild leader and WoW, it definitely felt fucking weird. Tiger's Reach. When we get back to this location, we'll probably... What am I doing? I want to go check to see if the fox is still possible. Don't know why I'm teleporting there when I know I'm gonna go ahead and teleport right over here. Check to see about the foxes. And if there's no foxes, then we'll... Checking here, actually physically. Curiosity killed Chesvian. Anyways, I'm just checking around on this, sorry. Flight! Daru. Saying things wrong. For the win. Yep, not here. Alright. Wasting lots of money for this. No. Teleport. Closer. You require assistance? Very well, we will make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? Doing what? They are all crisp and freshly laundered. We're here. Is everything in order? Yes, it's the bed. 2 beds that we usually bring people into, apparently. Right, bringing her in. Honestly, Alphino, you didn't need to go to all this trouble. This is your brother, if you're expecting anything different from him. What can I say? It seemed a good way to discourage you from limping off to the battle when my back was— I mean, that's a way of doing it. You need your rest. I know, I know. Any news of Kiri? She'll be cross if you make her wait too long, as I will. Ah, a chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her, sister, and I'll fight twice as hard for the both of us. They're good together, when they're not at each other's throats. I miss that feeling. Ishnai, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? I won't be a moment. Okay. Lady in red. That's such a pretty outfit, though.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could.
I think it's sweet that y'all still have it.
Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just, if this is the last battle we fight to free Alamigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
I mean, she'll always be a part of it, whether she's with you in there or that. Suits you.
It's nice of you to say so. And a bit embarrassing. But mostly nice. Anyway, the real reason I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle.
Oh?
There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
I might be a bitch and leave this till tomorrow. Unless, like, me walking into this means that we're automatically gonna go up there. The answer is yes. Okay. What are we gonna... I gonna fight with her with that? I'm a magic user! Maybe we got a little carried away, but you have to admit that was fun. Thank you, Ishnai. You're the best kind of friend. The kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you. Violence? Violence? Cheek to cheek. Alright. This is the... leaving the rest of this for tomorrow. After I, of course, torture myself with the other stuff that I mentioned. Alright, let me find somebody to rate. Yeah, I have somebody. Alright, y'all. This is Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. We'll be back tomorrow to, you know, actually take over the kingdom. Or liberate the kingdom.